Glad to have you with us from Kennesaw, Georgia, and Fifth Third Bank Stadium. It's the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers and the Kennesaw State Owls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Owls head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So Kennesaw State's offense will go to work first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's worked his way into this passing attack, and the coaches are very pleased with his progress.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the...
There's some room. Got enough for the first. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. All right, guys, let's think for just a moment about Kennesaw State. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the option, quarterback keep. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go and lead the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside. It's Allen. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snagged in the middle. It's a 0.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Carroll. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Hilltoppers in the hurry up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
With the catch, it's Allen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. Looking to throw again. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Pulls it again on the option. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34. The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play,
Might have a chance. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Booker. Snags it, and there's running room. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. He might want another play. Going to the run, it's Morgan. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
you got to be impressed with this offense and how they've been able to run the football and move it down the field, just being more physical in the trenches and getting some push. And leading by 3 right now down here in the red zone on 3rd down, I'm not so sure they won't run it again or give it to their running back in space and see if he can make something good happen.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking for room, it's Morgan. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Kennesaw State on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Ready, ready. Black 14. Black 14. Ready, go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. were held to a field goal on their first drive, and if you want to keep a team in a game, just keep kicking field goals instead of scoring touchdowns. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense, ready to start this drive. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hicks. Maybe some room here. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Hilltoppers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The run inside. It's Hicks.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. And the Hilltoppers will hustle to the line. Looking to throw for it. Rushes on him. Gets rid of it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires to the wideout. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the...
Could be an alley. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Collins. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Owls really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Punts it out of the air. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Makes the catch. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the second straight play. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. The option look. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the defense got it. The 50, the 40, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, WKU. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Western Kentucky.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown, but you create the takeaway, you scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kennesaw State will go on the attack, the offense onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Escapes the pressure to his right. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Booker. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Bringing the heat. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Kennesaw State right back to work. To the air on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Pulls it in. It's Bryson. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Looking downfield very late in the half. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room.
You don't see bat downs all the time. A lot of times guys break on the football with defensive backs and then trying to catch it and make a play. I like he knew where he was. He's in the end zone, not trying to give up points. Does a great job breaking on the football and swatting it to the ground.
We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And we start with the NC State Wolfpack taking on the number 13 team, the Duke Blue Devils. Now over to your game inside Fifth Third Bank Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
The Owls will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. These injuries could play a big factor, Holly. What have you got on those?
The Hilltoppers head coach told me coming out of the locker room, their running back has been terrific, playing well so far in this game, but he is taking a lot of hits. He's had to absorb a lot of contact, running yards after contact, but they're going to keep their eye on him and see if he can power through all the hits, bumps, and bruises he's taken here in the first half. Reese?
Okay, Holly. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone action. Defense.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. These guys in a much better position after that penalty on the D. Now it's 2nd and 7. Running inside, it's Hicks. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulls it on the option. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll send the back in motion. Reads it, fires complete. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
I got to be honest, guys. I'm a little surprised by the coverage on that play. It's 3rd and short. You can't allow a hitch route to pick up the first down. You've got to have way tighter coverage than that.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morgan. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Collins. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Never a doubt. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good.
Breaks into the open. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense
trying to get behind the defense. Snatches it on the right. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Middle of the end zone, he's got it. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in from the Kennesaw State sideline. One of the evolving storylines down here is the play of their wide receiver, who is having a breakout game. They weren't sure that he would be the start today. He's kind of down in the rotation, but he is showing that he is a go-to guy right now, and the quarterback is leaning on him. He's been productive and electric so far in this game. I expect they will continue to get him some downfield targets. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. To the air, it's Collins. Pocket breaking down. Finds us back in the middle. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Keeps it on first down. Maybe a crease. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. The run inside. It's Morgan. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Owls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
His field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. And it's right down the boulevard. They extend the lead to 5 here in the third.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He'll set up to throw. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open.
And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. just a scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires on the move, working the middle. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And it looks as one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Running inside, it's Morgan. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Keeps it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this quarterback has had a little bit of success running so far in this game. That time on the option play, nowhere to go, though. Defense, they were in position. They tackled him for a loss.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the returner will be knocked down. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. It has been a quiet and somewhat forgettable game for this sophomore behind center. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
Just wonder how much.
Got a little grass. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Hilltoppers moving quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Fires to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Toppers! And they've moved up. During the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. He'll do it himself, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it down and run. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and runs it again. There's a crease. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
As sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
Here we go. Go, go.
On the ground, it's Morgan. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Running the red zone, it's Morgan. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going to the running game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He's got it and still on his feet. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Owls! They move on top here in the fourth. The Owls right back down the field with the answer.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. After the filthy move, he's got room. The defense got caught that time. They finally get him on the ground at the 41.
That is exactly what this offense needed. The clock's winding down. You got to make a play. You go to your big play wide receiver. He chews up some yards. This offense is in a great spot.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Throws to the tight end. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And they'll take a knee.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.